Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam Azlina and my fellow friends. My name is Nur Alia Iziani binti Jufri. Today, my friends and I want to present our article summary. The title that we have choose is about Johari window. The title for this article is An Effective Model for Improving Interpersonal Communication and Managerial Effectiveness by Dr. Perez Zaina. For introduction, the terms of Johari window is central to the concept for interpersonal semantic. Second one, the Johari window is a simple and effective technique for developing self-awareness, interpersonal communication, teamwork, group dynamic, and the last one is intergroup connection. Third, the unique tools allow us to examine how we perceive ourselves and how others see us. Next slide is about perspective of Johari window. There are 4 panes of Johari window, which is open area, blind area, hidden area, and the last one, unknown area. Open area is primarily concerned with our conscious self, which include our action, our attitude, our motivation, our values, and way of living that we are aware of and that others are aware of. This is defined by the free and open flow of information between a person and others. This section with a person know about himself or herself and what others know about him or her. The area of free activities is another name for this place. In this lesson, it has been proven that this blind region is about our speech pattern, voice inflection, the way we make a statement, the approach match ourselves with others that we do not know and observe about them, which mean that anything that we do but do not notice but the other person notice with great clarity, we act as though it were normal. Yet, others may interpret it differently. While in this situation, it appears Johari region 2, also known as blind area, and it more concerned with its own main goal, which is to reduce this blind region to maximize open area, which encourages the road for self-awareness in this blind region. Unless we share it, people will be not aware of this place. This is an inhibition of fear element that prevent a person from being open. This pen is also known as a hidden area. If one does not perceive any supporting aspect in the group, this knowledge can be saved. It is considered that expressing one thought, feeling, and responsive may cause group members to judge unfavorable and respond inappropriately. At the same time, if some risks are not taken, the potential to learn is lost. We can see some ignorance of the dominant federal in this space, which neither subject nor peer can choose because they are stuck in the unknown quadrant. This shows the inability of anyone participating to recognize a participant, action or motive. It is possible that this is due to widespread ignorance of the visual existence. Our potential is unknown to both ourselves and others here. Early childhood memory, latent potentialities, intrapersonal dynamic, and unacknowledged resources are all represented in this area. Next is Johari as a tool for improving interpersonal relationships. First, the goal of management is to build an individual or a team open area, since open-minded individual or team is receptive to other people's idea. Second, such people can collaborate well with others and are devoid of distrust, uncertainty, conflict, and misunderstanding. Third, they are also responsible for promoting an open and transparent cultures. Established people have a broader open space than new people. This is because established individuals have more experience and knowledge compared to newcomers. And the last one, the open area can be developed horizontally by offering feedback to the new members.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shazani Tizaidu. Okay, 4.0. Link between effective manager and interpersonal relationships. The human-oriented activity with communication and human resource management is provide the greatest relative contribute to true manager effectiveness. They has study conducted by Fred Lutton and a Society Academy of Management Executive 1918. It also consists of how human resource being managed and show that we need have openness in doing our job. That has mentioned by Dr. J. Hall of Telemetry, and he also developed 4 models of management behavior and link them to the communication style of good manager. Okay, next 5.0 implication of Johari window and team development. Working in team or group goal shall be developed and expansion of open area, seeing when the area is increased, a more successful and productive team and working group as well. Next is working connection have developmental effect on the size of open area. For instance, is people with a long-standing working time will be assigned to last area, while for those are new in the company will be assigned to the small region.
My name is Shifa Nazira binti Sabri. Forming is the first stage of team management, and forming is the characterized by high level of dependence based on the leader. For example, in a member communication, they receive instruction from the leader and the team communication giving a direction to them to do their work. Other example is when member communication asking some question to the team leader must to answer the question to solve the problem. Storming. The second stage of team development is storming. Communication plays a vital role in concept generation, articulation of the team goals, and facilitating productive engagement at this stage, which is marked by competition and struggle among team members. Norming. The third step of team growth is norming. This stage is distinguished by the generation of agreement and the formation of consensus. Communication is essential for defining agendas and developing rules for interaction, both written and unwritten. Performing. Before the conclusion is the performing, which is the fourth or last stage of team development. That is characterized by a fully functioning team. This information also told that communications is geared towards updating each other on team progress and reporting. For instance, member communication is report to the team leader, while for team leader communication is report to the higher ups or clients. Conclusion. In conclusion, acknowledge that today's world necessitates professionals who are not only certified and competent, but also possess specific personal attributes that influence how efficient they perform in an organization, both individual and in groups. This tool is designed to encourage students to learn more easily in the classroom to fulfill industry requirements. Johari window accurately describes interpersonal semantic and its significance in communication with oneself and others, with its emphasis on feedback and transparency.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Natasha Nabila binti Osman. My matric number is 2020855826. Today I'm going to present about our second article, which is the importance of nonverbal communication. Introduction of nonverbal communication. Communication is the process through which individuals communicate information and ideas either verbally or non-verbally. The author has performed the research about how significant of silence communication or known as nonverbal, not using a speech with partner or other party to get understanding or to get attention from another person. Nonverbal communication serves four fundamental purposes. These functionalities can be used to supplement, control, replace, or highlight a vocal communication and many types of nonverbal such as eye messages, clothes, touch, and smell. There are four categories of nonverbal communication, which is aesthetic, physical, sign, and symbol. Number one, aesthetic communication occurs when people express themselves creatively. Music, dancing, theater, art, painting, craft, and sculpting are examples of this. Number two, a smile or frown, wink, touch, smell, salute, gesture, and other bodily gesture are all examples of physical communication. Along with spoken words, several of these bodily signs are used in social communication. Number three, signal flags or lights, a 21-gun salute, a formation of planes, horns, and sirens are examples of nonverbal communication that are more mechanical. Number four, self-esteem is increased through the usage of communication symbols. This includes jewelry, automobiles, clothing, and other items used to indicate social position, wealth, power, or religion.
For this slide is about physical communication and effect of nonverbal communication. 3.0 Physical communication. Physical communication is the most common type of nonverbal communication. Okay, a person who is sensitive of nonverbal indication from other person better know that other. Even the way you stand and your location is in crowd and you can convey information. 4.0 Effect of nonverbal communication. Regardless what you say, nonverbal communication, particular body language, may send a signification impress, which is by your tone of voice, as well it is a pitch, loudness, quality, and pace. It also show your body language has a pointer to repeat the message that your word are conveying, contracting or what your word are conveying, stand in for a local message, and increase the signification of your message. Okay, this relationship is depending on how lot of nonverbal communication for them to be strong and lasting.
The next slide is about the importance of nonverbal communication at workplace. Nonverbal communication are often used at workplace because it's stronger than spoken language. For example, a handshake makes a strong first impression whether it is positive or negative. Handshakes are usually accepted and encouraged at workplace. Therefore, eye contact is another important nonverbal cue. The conclusion is nonverbal communication is essential in everyday conversation, as well as for the interpreter. Nonverbal communication can take various parts, each of which illustrate a certain part of verbal communication. If a person can understand nonverbal communication, he can manage his own body language and emotion. Not everyone can verbally communicate well, but everyone can learn how to interpret the nonverbal communication to others.